Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I have another curriculum video for you today. If you haven't seen the other ones, you can go back and look through those. This is for language arts for Oliver for next year. So again, if you haven't watched the other videos, Oliver does not start kindergarten until next August, so 2023, but I've been getting curriculum when it goes on sale and all the things, so that's not all at once up front. So I just got in the language arts program, which you guys know that I love the good and the beautiful. We'll be using their math curriculum with him for kindergarten, and we are currently using the language arts pre-K program, and we will be doing kindergarten prep with him starting in January. So I just want to take some time. I got a couple other things from them as well. I'm going to show you a little bit of all of that, and we'll dig right in. I did open the box up and look through it a little bit yesterday, but I haven't really dug into it. I just kind of wanted to look through. I didn't really want to wait. I don't do well with waiting, and the box came yesterday. So they just redid all of their younger years language arts curriculum. So this is brand new. I ordered it on release day and it came yesterday. The shipping took forever. It was it took 14 days just to get, it was 12 days, I think, to get to my door. So we're gonna look inside here. I got a couple other things too. So first I'm gonna start with those, and then we'll get into the main curriculum. So the first two things, they came as a pack. So these are their flip books. So this one is beetles and this one is butterflies. So they are both set up the same. I did go ahead and get them prepared for today so you could see how they work. But this is the Beetles flip kit or flip book, and it says, "Uh-oh, these beetles are mixed up. Are you able to put them back together?" And then you get a page that shows you what the beetles should look like. And then I went ahead and cut. So you get pages like this, and you just take scissors and cut right up the middle. So they have to flip the sides up until they find a match for each one. So again, that first page kind of showed, there we go, see the match there. So just a really cute little book. I've been wanting to get them, and they are part of the Little Hands and Hearts, or however you say that, the science curriculum that we already bought, which we'll be doing in January with him. So that one, and then this one's butterflies, set up the exact same way. It says the same thing. The butterflies are mixed up. Can you put them back together? There's your chart of all the different butterflies, and there is, you find your matches. So I think Oliver will really like this. I think Garrett will like it too. But yeah, super simple, cute. Again, these came in a pack. Don't ask me how much. I don't think there's anything on here with the pricing. So, all right. The other thing that I picked up is just an extra that does go along with that science curriculum that we'll be doing just throughout kindergarten prep, is this book here. So Facts About Frogs and Snakes, and it's a really pretty book. So it has challenge words and then just kind of some information. The pictures are really good. They're real life pictures. So there's some eggs there, tadpoles. So I like that these are real pictures. They're not cartoon or drawings, because it just makes it more real. And especially when we're learning about things like that, I like to have real things to show them what things actually look like. There's some snakes there. Yeah, this, oh, that's spiky. So just again, another cute little book. The back of this says $6.99. I'm not sure exactly if that's the same as what it was on the site or not, but yeah, so just another really cool book from the Good and the Beautiful library. They have tons of books. So let's go with this next. We are doing the handwriting. There's a doodles, so it's pre-writing. So that's where Oliver's at now because he's in preschool. So there's a part 1 and part 2. We are almost done with part 1, so he should be on track to do part 2. Finish that up, and then this is the kindergarten. I really like these. He seems to enjoy them as well. It's not his favorite thing, but it just helps. So this is just a chart in the front. So it has your capital, your uppercase and your lowercase, and then there are some numbers here at the bottom. I guess all the numbers. 0 through 9. And then this is set up a little bit different than the doodles, and that's mostly because the doodles is just kind of lines and like curly cues and shapes and stuff like that. This is more focused on your letters. It has lined, like to keep writing within the lines, where the doodles does not have that. I do really like, the doodles does have, hi cat, the therapy cat has joined us because we are at the office, but you can see on here that there are arrows to show them what direction, and it was really easy for Oliver to figure out how that works, to follow the arrows in that. So there's letters and there's pictures, so they can color the pictures. What I do at the end of each one, since it's not his favorite thing, is I give him a sticker up top after he completes a page, and he really likes that. That's enough enticement to get him to do it. So yeah, so down here, some of the pages have just like an empty box, and it says draw some grass and flowers in the box. So down here, so they'll be tracing up here and then drawing a picture down on the bottom. The very last page, which I did flip and see that, so there's some like tracing of sentences, but then the very last page, so this tells you how much they're going to be learning. Tracing that up top, my address is, and then he will write his address down here on the bottom. And then they do have a completion page on that. So that is the handwriting for kindergarten, level K. All right. So the next couple things, I'm going to go over the actual curriculum first. These go with the curriculum, but let's look at the book first. So this is the Language Arts Level K, the brand new book. This is so much bigger. I wish I don't have the pre-K book with me or the prep book with me, because again, I'm at my office, but this is a very thick book. Like the ones that we have now are not this big. It is spiral bound, but you can see there, like it is a chunky book here. There's not really pictures. Like his kindergarten book has a puppy on it. I think the prep book has a kangaroo on it, but this is more plain. But this is his course book. They don't have a separate book for parents or the teacher, but that's okay, because all that you need is in this book, so you work together through this. So let's get opened up and I can show you a little bit more. I did, again, flip through it. I didn't super dig, but so before beginning kindergarten. So this is kind of like an assessment to make sure he's ready to start this book. So before beginning level K, he needs to look at this chart here and be able to say, if it's in uppercase, lowercase, what the letter is and what the sounds are. All vowels make more than one sound. The child needs to know only the short vowel sounds. A as in as, E as in ed, I as in in, O as in on, and U as in up. So he's going to have to go through here. And again, it says the child should not start this course until he or she can pass the assessment. And then it says point to each letter below and have the child name the letter, say its sound, indicate whether the letter is uppercase or lowercase. If the child misses any letters or sounds, have the child practice those letters until the sound is mastered. The child will then be ready for K. So we'll point to that. He'll say lowercase a says ah for all of those. So then the next 2 pages, you have items needed on both of those. So for the course items up here, it says that we are going to need the Level K course book, the reading cards A, and the booster books. So those are your 3 things that come with this course. They all come together. It is not something you have to buy separate. They all come packaged together. There are 2 free apps, the Good and the Beautiful Letter Tiles app and the homeschooling app. And then there's items to always have on hand would be pencil, scissors, glue sticks, tape, crayons, or other colored pencils, and several sheets of blank paper, and a whiteboard and dry erase marker. I keep all of those things in his Latchmade bin. Extra items needed for Unit 1. So what I like is this, and then this page breaks it down into what you need per unit. For Unit 1, we are going to need index cards, black and white washable poster paint, that's optional, paintbrush for poster paint, optional, 2 googly eyes, a highlighter or yellow crayon, white paper, a craft knife, a car key, a spoon, a leaf, and a rock. Also talks a little bit about how the course works, for more information about the apps, all that good stuff. So then again, this goes into Unit 2 and Unit 3. And then down here is just an advertisement for the handwriting, which I already showed you. What? We have a new therapy cat. This is his second day at work. So he's 8 years old. I got him from the shelter. He's a sweetheart, but he's a little mouthy. He likes to talk to us. See? So, and then there are suggested coordinated readers on this next page. I do have this one. This is the first one, and then I figured I'll get these other two, but for now I just started out with the first one, which I'll show you. This is all about the app, the Letter Tiles app, which you do need to complete the course. And then there's an overview. So it talks about the other levels, talks about phonics. This is a spiral curriculum. So what that means is that they will learn some concepts and then they go back. So like they'll learn about A, for example. I'm just using this because it's like a preschool and I've done this. So like they learn letter A and then they move on to B and C, but then they practice A again and C. So like they are constantly continuing to build and to go back and review. This talks about you should spend 4 to 5 days a week on the course book. And okay, this is a pretty straightforward book. It's hot, but this really gives you a really good overview of how to really use this curriculum. Because I've used the pre-K, I kind of already know that. It says there's an answer key available as a free download and includes answers only to select pages, not every single page. You can access the download and tells you how to do that. There are assessments after each unit to make sure that they have picked up the concepts they want them to learn. This next couple pages is the table of contents. And then there's more. Okay, so, and a last one. So it looks like there are 120 lessons total. Talks about at a glance, and so it talks about phonics and reading. So one of the things that they're really going to focus on in here is avoiding B and D confusion for lowercase letters, reading words with ending and consonant blends, being able or blending to read, identify and understand the purpose of periods, question marks, exclamation points, and commas. Following punctuation cues when reading, identifying and reading rhyming words, identifying consonants, identifying initial, middle, and ending sounds of a word, knowing the vowels and their short and long sounds, completing... What is your problem? 100, he should be reading 100 high-frequency words. I saw that when I flipped through this last night. Reading CVC words, reading 1- and 2-letter words, plural words, short words with long vowel sounds like hi, he, go, reading words with these phonograms. There's all kinds of, I can't believe how much is in this book, like how much he's going to be learning, because there are 3 pages of the at a glance of what he will be learning. So I'm not going to read through all of that. There are credits. So it gives you the credits for the paintings that are on the pages. It gives you the scope and the sequence of your booster cards, which I will show you. So there's a couple pages with that on it. How Reading Booster A target symbols work. So again, this is just all about how to use this course book. These are your reading target symbols. The scope and sequence of spelling. So he will be learning some basic spelling things in here too. I'm not a good speller, so I'm glad they start this early. Pacing of the course using booster cards. And then it tells you kind of what you need to do before you start the page or the unit 1. And then you get an overview with each unit. So it's broken down by spelling words to memorize, words the child learns to spell in the course, phonics principles taught, extra items needed for the unit, which booster cards are covered, which spelling principles are taught, writing, grammar, and other principles taught, and then it gets straight into your lesson. So again, they really do have a very pretty curriculum. Like, the pictures that they pick are gorgeous. The lessons are super engaging and fun. One of the things that I like, that Oliver really likes too, is that you can check off each individual thing as you do it, and then there's a checkbox up here to check off that you've completed the page. So again, I told you don't need a teacher's guide for this. So they have helpful hints for parents, like up in the top corner says, remember to start lesson 1 only after the master before starting course booster cards are mastered. So that is in that initial thing, which I'll show you those. And then down here, you can see the blue writing is what you read to yourself. Don't read this out loud to your kid. And then the black writing is what you're going to read out loud to your child. So it says, if you don't complete the steps on the pages before, do so before completing the lesson. Work on reading booster cards or books for 6 to 10 minutes before you get into anything in the book. So we're going to choose one of those, work on that for 6 to 10 minutes, set a timer, and then get straight into the lesson. Now, it is a Christian-based program, so it does mention God a lot. I love that. It does it gently. It's not in your face. But yeah, so it says, God created so much beauty in this world for us to enjoy. Look at the painting on this page. Tell me some of the things you see that can bring us joy. So trees, light, grass, hills, clouds, skies, animals, and friends. Our world is full of beautiful words and arts. We will explore these things in the course. So, and then on the next page, because this is still part of lesson 1, there are 26 letters in the alphabet. How many letters are in the alphabet? Some of the letters are so special they are called vowels. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. So that's what you're reading to the kid. And then the next one is the blue boxes below. Show the vowels A, E, I, O, and U. Can you point to each vowel and say its name? Now point to each vowel and say its sound. So the child should make sounds: A as in as, E as in ed, I as in in, so I as in in, O as in on, and U as in up. So that's what you're doing up here with them. And then point to something green, so it goes through colors, it goes through all the different things there. He's going to be following the path, saying the sounds here. And then at the bottom of this, write the following letters on a whiteboard. So this is in purple, so you're not reading it to your child. And have the child find and erase vowels in order that you find them. So Oliver loves to do that activity. We've done it a couple times in the pre-K stuff. He loves to erase on the whiteboard. So there's also a bonus work. So lessons are designed to be short enough to allow you time to do bonus work with a child when desired. Play a reading booster app game and read aloud to the child. So those are your things on the bottom. That's it. So that is it for, nope, I lied. Sorry. There's independent practice. So if this is pre-K, they don't have independent practice, but there is independent practice in this one. So, so in this course, you will need to read the instructions in the independent practice section to the child to give assistance when needed. So what I would be reading to Oliver is, a category is a group of things that belong together. In each box, color the item that does not belong in the same category as the others. So he will go through this and pick out what doesn't belong there. So like, there's a hat and the rest are shirts. There's a tree and the rest are animals. There's a bird with the flowers, and there's a sun with the stars. So you can help him with that, but that's also something he can work on by himself. And then that's it, because then it goes into lesson 2. So that's how a typical lesson works. It's not long. It doesn't take you hours just to do one thing. So again, by the end of the course, I'm going to look at that last assessment just so you can see kind of how far they will come from that very first lesson to the last assessment. So here is lesson 120, which is unit 3 review. So this is the last thing they will do before you end this book. So administer the reading assessment on this page. On the next page, have the child complete the letter tiles activity with the purple header. If more practice is needed, complete the letter tiles activity with the orange header on another day. So again, it's breaking it up so it's not too much at once. And it does say a note down here, because all the principles taught in this course are taught again or reviewed and in the level 1 course, only the reading assessment needs to be passed to move on to level 1. So only a reading assessment, because it is spiral, like I told you before. So the principles such as nouns, verbs, syllables are not expected to be mastered to move on to the next level. So then it tells you how to administer the reading thing. I'm not going to read that big paragraph, but basically Oliver's going to be reading this passage here. So you can see there, again, just how far they come, how much they learn. And then on the next page of the assessment, it is segmenting spelling words with blends, unit spelling words. So this is the letter tiles that it was talking about, the purple. This is the orange, that if he needs some extra practice, he should know this then. So this is through the app. So you can go onto the app to work on those things. That's it for this course. So yeah, let me show you then the reading booster cards and the booster books come with the course. These two things come with it. And that was what I was showing you at the very beginning. It says work for 6 to 10 minutes on these. So the booster cards, open it up, tells you how to use it, like an overview, how to use it, directions there. And then it is a master before the course. So again, just like in the book, you want them to be able to go through, and there are a couple more in this category than there was before. So all of the pages with that purple up top, you're going to want your child to know before starting the course. So just on this first page here, have the child name the vowels out loud, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Have the child point to each vowel and say its short sound. You can see that there. The alphabet, your child should know how many letters are in the alphabet, and they should sing the alphabet without help. Ways to practice, gives you some tips down there at the bottom. And then it kind of moves on to make sure that he knows all of his uppercase and lowercase letters and the sounds. And then it does have a blending of 2 letters, which he should know how to do before you start the course. So I just am excited. And then it goes into your cards. So card 1, and it tells you your directions. So you should be covering the last letter of each word with an index card. As he's sounding out, you move the index card so that he can say that last thing. So he should say hat. So as you move that for that first one, for hat. So again, we're only working on this for 6 to 10 minutes. If you don't finish it, you come back to it. Once he's gotten to be able to go through all of this within the 6 to 10 minutes, there is a little thing down here that says mastered. He gets to go to the back. I love this. He's going to be so excited because like I told you with the spelling, or not the spelling, the handwriting, he loves when I put stickers. Well, he gets to go to the back of the book, pick a sticker out, and place it on that mastered spot. So he'll be able to come back here, place it as mastered, and we'll be able to move on to the next one then. So that's how your reading cards A works. And you can see at the end of it, there is, on 2 different days, have the child read each line of the reading triangles starting at the top. So he should start here and be able to read his way down. And then there's a review on the back. And of course, you have your, you did it. You can move on to booster card B. So he could get through this faster than I expect, and I might have to get it before we even finish the deck, or he could take his time with it. Either way. The books. So these are a little box of reading books for him. You can see how many are in there. There are 20 books in this box. So there is a thing on the back. If you want to pause it, you are welcome to read what is in here. I'm just going to show you one. So this is book number 1. They are numbered at the top, and it is I Dig. I love their books. I have the other books, as if you watch the other videos, you can see them, the old set of them, which will help. He loves reading them. So I dig. I dig. I mix it. I zip it. I am on top. I am in it. The end. So super quick, simple books that are going to be easy for him to read. He gets so excited. He kind of has the other ones, like the other ones that we've been working on, memorized, but he gets so excited about it. So I think he's going to really like them. So you get your whole box of those. The other thing I picked up that I showed you, there were several of these. I just picked up the first one, but it is a supplement. It is my first nature reader. There is a second and a third as well. This has 20 short books for brand new readers. Each book focuses on 2 phonics concepts or a group of sight words. So I'm just going to show you inside here. This is really nice. It's hardback. It says $13.99. I don't remember if that's what I paid for it or what, but there is your table of contents. All right, so let's just look at Cat, the first story. A cat can nap. It can get up, run, run. Sit in a lap, pat, pat. I pet the cat. So again, another really short thing, but they are beautiful books. Beautiful pictures and illustrations. They do such a good job with their stuff. That is it. That is what I got from the Good and Beautiful for this round. We are almost done getting all the curriculum. Honestly, I think that might be the last thing we need. So I got it on sales, and I got it a lot quicker than I thought I would, which is nice because now I can focus on getting the supplies we need, so anything extra that we need. But if you guys have questions about anything, please feel free to link it below. If you want to follow us on our homeschool journey, please click the subscribe button, like, follow, all the things. We do homesteading videos as well and all the other stuff. So follow us along on our journey as we are learning this all together. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope this was helpful if you are thinking about using the Level K curriculum from the Good and the Beautiful. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Bye.